Your Excellency, Prime Minister of Cote d'Ivoire, Mr. Patrick Jerome Achi, Senior Minister, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mrs. Kandia Kamara, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be here for the high-level segment of the second session of the Nigeria-Cote d'Ivoire Binational Commission. May I first of all express sincere appreciation to the government and people of Cote d'Ivoire for the kind and warm hospitality extended to the Nigerian delegation during the course of this meeting in this vibrant and beautiful city of Abidjan. The splendid arrangements made to host this second edition of the Nigeria-Cote d'Ivoire Binational Commission are indeed a true reflection of the fraternal and cordial relations that exist between our two countries. I bring you the very warm greetings of our President, President Muhammadu Buhari, who has requested that I express sincere appreciation to President Alassane Ouattara, President of the Federal Republic of Cote d'Ivoire, for his friendship and positive disposition to strengthening bilateral ties between our two countries. By the same token, I wish to thank you, my co-chair, Prime Minister of the Republic, His Excellency Patrick Jerome Achi, for your commitment to further deepening bilateral ties between Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire. As two of the largest countries and economies in ECOWAS, Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire are duty-bound to cooperate in the interests of our citizens and indeed in the interests of the rest of the sub-region. This second session of our Binational Commission gives us the opportunity to reaffirm our wish to deepen friendly relations and to further strengthen and diversify our bilateral ties. Our shared values of democracy, protection of human rights, and our aspirations for peace, progress, and prosperity must continue to be the guiding principles for our cooperation, for mutual benefit, and for the well-being of West Africa. This particular meeting is significant in the sense that it is our second session since it was upgraded from a joint commission to a binational commission, which is held at higher political levels and signals even greater commitment to improving cooperation between our two countries. It's also encouraging that we've been able to hold this meeting despite the difficulties posed by the COVID-19 pandemic and an uncertain global economic environment. It reflects our political will to place Nigeria-Cote d'Ivoire relations on an even firmer footing. The maiden edition of this binational commission, which took place in Abuja in August 2013, was very successful. It led to the signing of 6 sectoral agreements, as well as the establishment of special implementation committees in both countries to monitor progress. It is pleasing to know that this session of the Binational Commission took the opportunity to assess progress and implementation of the previous set of agreements, while also taking the opportunity to negotiate another set of important sectoral agreements, which will be signed today. I commend the efforts of senior officials and experts of both countries who have deliberated painstakingly on a set of new agreements which cover agriculture, digital economy, education, consular and immigration matters, and prevention of human trafficking, among other very important areas of collaboration. There can be no doubt that these are sectors of great importance to both our countries. In agriculture, for instance, Cote d'Ivoire is a leading producer of key commodities like cocoa and coffee, which are crops that Nigeria also produces. And there is certainly great scope for learning and collaborating in the international trade of these commodities. In the same vein, given the large number of Nigerians who have made their home here, it's important that both countries cooperate closely on consular matters. We must also work closely together to tackle the evil practice of human trafficking, which seems to be on the rise in the sub-region. Furthermore, we look forward to closer military cooperation between our two countries, so that working together we can help to maintain the peace and security of our countries and our neighborhood. With peace, businesses will thrive, So we are very much looking forward to the convening of the business forum leg of this binational commission. In this regard, it's my sincere wish that the holding of the business forum will lead to the establishment of a Nigeria-Cote Business Council. Such close ties between the business sectors of both countries also means that we should move speedily to finalize negotiations on an avoidance of double taxation agreement and to review our bilateral air services agreement so as to facilitate movement of people and cargo between both countries. Of course, to be meaningful, the agreements we sign have to be implemented. So we must reinforce mechanisms for monitoring and evaluating the impact of the agreements that we sign. This is why the Special Implementation Committee must be fully reactivated and revitalized so that we can track progress, especially given the additional agreements that are to be signed at this session. Nigeria and Cote d'Ivoire must continue to build closer economic ties, especially within the ambit of regional integration agreements like ECOWAS and the African Continental Free Trade Area. These integration agreements must be seen as an opportunity that goes beyond trade, but one that helps to deepen regional value chains. Instead of exporting raw commodities, we should, of course, put in place arrangements that enable value addition within and between our countries so that we can create the much-needed jobs for our young people and stem the irregular migration to other parts of the world where they are often mistreated and used for menial tasks. I cannot end without expressing particular appreciation to Cote d'Ivoire for the support given to Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, which enabled him to obtain a second term in office as president of the Africa Development Bank, which of course is located here in Abidjan. Similarly, I must also thank the leadership of this country for standing behind the candidature of Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who, thanks to the support from Cote d'Ivoire and the rest of Africa, is now Director General of the World Trade Organization. Let me say in conclusion that the Nigeria-Cote d'Ivoire Binational Commission has come to stay, and I urge senior officials and experts on both sides to work assiduously to implement our agreements and to ensure that future sessions are held more regularly. I expect, therefore, that the next session of the Binational Commission will be hosted in Abuja in 2023 at a mutually convenient date. I express once again my profound appreciation to you, the Prime Minister Achi, as well as the government and people of Cote d'Ivoire for the successful hosting of this second session of the Binational Commission between our two countries. And I agree with you entirely that it is time for our private sector to interact and also time for us to complete the Abidjan-Lagos corridor. The leadership of the private sector will be important in sealing several of the agreements that were made here today, especially the business agreements. Nigeria values its close ties with Cote d'Ivoire, and we look forward to the further deepening of ties arising from the outcomes of this meeting. Thank you very much for your kind attention. Long live the Republic of Cote d'Ivoire, and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.